What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to Schoolboy to Superstar with Borussia Dortmund. Today we have Young Boys in the Champions League group stage and Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga at home. We've played quite a few games since I last saw you, and we've been doing okay. But before we go to that, I want to talk about some new signings we brought in. We brought in a lot of signings literally on deadline day, like with 3 hours left. I had to wear a lot of teams down to get deals that I could afford because I wanted to bring in as many as I could. Because a lot of them, it's either now or never, because they were going to turn 19 before the January transfer window. So I had to sign them as soon as I got the opportunity. Matias Arezzo is the first one I signed. I signed him a little bit before transfer deadline day. A team came in for him, and so I had to make the move. I was going to wait until January, but $550K raising to $1.8 million is just super cheap. We don't know his exact potential yet or his current ability, but they say he's working at a second Bundesliga level, so he's pretty good already for a 17-year-old. I'm pretty sure he has at least 4.5 star potential. So I know he's good in this game. I couldn't just not sign him. So he's come in. This Duman is a guy that was already agreed to join before I got here, before I joined the team. He sucks anyway, so we can just forget about this guy. He's got 2-star potential. The big signings I made, starting in with Caio Jorge, 22 raising to $26.5 million. Only like less than $10 million is up front. Same with all these contracts I've done. Like they're all pretty cheap up front, but over 3 years or 5 years or something, they've got, you pay every now and then. So they get up to 22, but then there's escalators on top to get up to 26.5 or 24, like 50 games played or 50 goals scored. So it'll be spread out quite a bit. That's why I was able to make so many signings. So we started off with Caio Jorge, a striker from Santos. He looks pretty solid, very well-rounded everywhere. His decisions and passing are the only thing that really let him down. Good finishing, solid physicals, a good base for him to build from at 18 years old, and he's got 4.5 star potential. So I think that's a good signing. For that much money, you probably want someone with 5 star, but I really needed a striker because we have no other natural striker other than Erling Haaland that we can play, because obviously we've got other ones that are under 18s that suck and everything, but no striker we could actually field on the team that I would feel okay about. So I kind of had to get a striker in. So I brought in Caio Jorge. He might not be a long-term option, but I think at the worst, he's a really good backup. So I think he's a good signing. A lot of money, but I think it's going to be worth it. Another signing, one you might not have heard of, is Armel Bella-Kotchap from Bochum. 20 million, raising to 24. Again, it's spread out over a long period. He's a center back, a German center back. I want to bring in as many German players as I can. I don't want to get away from the German core of the team, so obviously, I'll be signing a lot of wonder kids from different countries and different everything, like different nations in EU, different countries in South America, North America, Asia, if I can find some good South Koreans or something. But I want to get as many Germans as well. I think I'm sending a scout directly to Germany, so he'll be scouting every single league in Germany for all the best wonder kids, 18 and younger. So he should be able to, snap them up pretty quickly. And this is one of them. Kotchap, I call him Ketchup, but his real name's Kotchap. I might just change his name to Ketchup because I just can't not say Ketchup. But he's got really good physicals, 15 pace, strength, and jumping reach. 16 jumping reach, actually. Acceleration, agility a little bit low, but mental's a little bit low. Heading's a little bit low, but he's just really solid. I think with those physicals to build from, he could be an absolute monster by the time he gets to his potential, which is 4.5 stars. So good high potential youngster. German. Had to pay for it, but I think it's worth it. Martin van der Voort is the next one. You might know this guy. He's like the best young wonder kid goalkeeper in the game. 16 raising to 17 million is an absolute bargain. He's okay right now. He's second Bundesliga, third Bundesliga level. So obviously he's not going to be a guy I really want to start in the Bundesliga, but he could if he needed to. He's got 14 reflexes, 12 one-on-ones, 12 aerial reach, 16 agility really stands out, 14 positioning as well. So he's okay right now, but he grows to become one of the best goalkeepers in the world. And he's got 5-star potential for us. So he could be really good. I could not make that signing. The last one that I did on the transfer deadline day was Ricardo Calafiori, a left back from, where did he come from? Roma. Roma for 9, raising to $9.5 million. Just a super solid left back. Just really good everywhere. Doesn't have many things that let him down. His concentration's a little bit low. Decisions as well. Anticipation. Some mentals are a little bit low, but they're still above 10. So it's not like he's super low at any one place. 11 dribbling's a little bit low as well. Marking. But I think he could definitely grow to become a very good left back. He's got 5-star potential, so to get a 5-star potential youngster for $9 million is just a bargain. You might have already seen these. Nico did come in for $7 million from Barcelona. 14 passing, 14 vision, 15 first touch. Just a really good playmaker. He's 6'2" as well, so he can play defensive midfield if he needs to. Taking tackling's okay. So he can play defensive midfield or central midfield or even central attacking midfield. So he's got a lot of versatility to him. 18 years old. I think he has 4.5-star potential. Yeah, 4.5 stars. So $7 million was his release clause. So that's the cheapest I could get him. So I think it was worth it. And finally, Andrea Papetti came in for $2.4 million. I think everybody knows this guy. He's the number one center back wonder kid to go for. He's always really good, and he's always really cheap. Really good physicals, really good technicals, definitely some solid mentals. 14 anticipation kind of standing out there. He can even play right back a little bit, so he's just a very good player to bring in. We had to give him $35K a week to bring him in because Arsenal wanted him, and every time I play Football Manager and I want to sign Papetti, he always goes to Arsenal. Every single time. I don't know why, but he has just an affinity for Arsenal. He'll choose them over anyone. Like, I was Bayern Munich, and he chose them over Bayern Munich. Doesn't make any sense, but he does. So I had to pay him enough where it just said he flat out accepted it on the day. So had to pay him quite a bit, but it's worth it. He's one of the best wonder kids. I forgot to show you his potential. I think it's 4.5. No, yeah, 4.5-star potential. So him and Kachuk could be our long-term center back partnership. I'd like that. But in terms of, that's enough for the train, for all the, we didn't make any sales either, so that's all the transfer business we did. In terms of how we've been since I last saw you, we started off with a 3-0 win against Augsburg. Royce, Reina, and Haaland getting goals, played really well. Just a really good performance. We then played Bayern Munich and lost 5-1. Berkey with an own goal, Pavard with an own goal. We actually started off the scoring in the 17th minute, and they scored 5 straight goals from 8 shots on target. It was unbelievable. Berkey played a 6. He has been horrible. Like, 3-0 in the first game, you think, oh, he was great. He made a bunch of saves. He made no saves. They didn't have a single shot on target. And then Bayern Munich, 5-1. They had 8 shots on target. So he made 3 saves. Out of 16 of their shots, he made 3 saves. 8 on target, he made 3 saves. That is not good enough. We then played Freiburg, beat them 2-0. You think, oh, another clean sheet. We actually had a decent number of clean sheets, but 1 shot on target. He had to make 1 save. Then another 0-0. 0-0 with Hoffenheim. Or not another 0-0, but another clean sheet. A 0-0 with Hoffenheim. Forwards weren't very good, but 4 saves. That is the best game he has ever played for me. 4 saves against Hoffenheim. A 7.3 average rating. Haaland was terrible. Like I said, he's either a 6.3. I guess I didn't say it. I said, I don't know. He's either 6.3 or he's like a 7.5. There's no in between. Like, first game, he played 7.2, 7.4, 6.3. 7.2, 6.3. 7.1, 7.6, 7.1. And he was injured, so he can't play that game. So he's had more bad games than he's had, more good games than he's had bad games, but I don't know. He's just really up and down, but after the Hoffenheim game, we had our first Champions League game against Olympiacos, played really well, beat them 2-0. Think, oh, another clean sheet. He made 1 save. He just does not make many saves because he doesn't have to. But when he does have to, he just doesn't. Like, the one game where he had to make a decent number of saves, he just didn't do anything. They played Schalke, drew them 1-1. We had to score in the 80th minute to do so. And again, he had 1 save to make. They had 1 shot on target and scored it because he doesn't make saves. A really good game. 0-0. You think we got 0-0 against Real Madrid. It was at home, but we played really well. We deserved a goal. And they didn't have a single shot. He didn't have to do anything. They didn't, like, how does he get a 7.1 when they did not have a single shot all game? They had 60% possession and had 0 shots. And we drew them. Like, he doesn't have to do anything, and he's still bad. And then played Arminia Bielefeld, and for our 3rd straight draw in the Bundesliga, draw 1-1. Like, we're just not scoring goals. And he made 2 saves. He made 1 save because the other one went in. So he's 50% on his save percentage pretty much right now. He might actually be near 50%. I'm actually going to look it up because it's got to be bad because he's just not made very many saves. If we look at his stats, I think 64%. That is pretty bad. Like, an average is like mid 70s, and he's low 60s, low to mid 60s. That is just not good at all. He's made 9 saves over, 7, 8 games? He's made 9 saves in 8 games. Except, actually, I don't think he played the Super Cup game, so 7 games. He made 9 saves. That is not very good. I don't know what I'm going to do at goalkeeper, though, because, there's nothing I can do until Van de Voort gets better. I don't have any other choices, so I think that's all for the games we played before. Like I said, 3 draws in the Bundesliga in a row. 3 draws in a row in our last 3 games. The Real Madrid one was great, but I think Bayern Munich are going to smash us again. It isn't home, so maybe we have a chance. We played well against Real Madrid. Hopefully we can play well against Bayern Munich. But first we've got young boys. That sounds weird. We have the Swiss team, young boys. Royce is starting up top. Brandt on the left, Sancho on the right. De Hood is starting along with Bellingham. Reyna's, I just want to keep him fit for the Barcelona match, or not the Barcelona, the Bayern Munich match. So I'm doing a little bit of rotation. Chan comes in. Zagadou and Akanji comes in for Hummels. Piszczek comes in at right back for Meunier, who's completely out of the squad for this match because I want Paslak on the bench. I don't want to play Meunier at all if I can avoid doing it because Piszczek's actually played well, so I don't know. Maybe I want to start Piszczek for Bayern Munich, but I'm going to go with Meunier. Go with our starting lineup. Guerrero's still going to start just because he's, I think we can register Nico Schultz. Well, we could, but I chose not to register Nico Schultz. I registered Smelter instead because he's homegrown at club. We didn't have enough homegrown at club players. Kind of ironic because that's the whole point of the series. But so I had to make some tough decisions. So I put in some guys like Calafiori, Van de Voort, guys that are kind of on the fringe of the first team. Kyle Jorge I signed just because I needed depth in those positions. And I'd rather have the youngsters get minutes than Nico Schultz get minutes because he doesn't have any potential. He's not going to be a long-term option here. So I registered some of the younger players, but that's enough talking. Let's get into the game. Let's play some Football Manager. See if we can beat young boys. Again, that sounds weird. I'm just going to say I don't support physically abusing minors. So don't beat young boys, but beat the Swiss team young boys. Yeah. Enough of that. This is a great opportunity to show all the pundits they've been right to back you up. Absolutely. Show them what you've got. We don't have Haaland, which recently has been we don't score goals. So, are you pleased that Christian Fastenacht is out today? Don't even know who that is. I try not to make this all about individuals. This is a team game. He's apparently a winger. Is it easier to plan and prepare for matches when you have a player as versatile as Jadon Sancho in the squad? He makes us stronger. I won't hesitate to use him wherever required if he helps us win. They've not been in great form, but they won their last game. We've not been in good form either. We've drawn 3 games in a row. 4 of our last 5 have been draws. The other one was a win, at least. So, yeah, that's some weird recent form. Again, this is a pretty strong squad, though. We don't have Haaland, but it's young boys. Real Madrid beat them 5-0, I believe. At least by 5 goals. It could have been 6-1. I don't know, but they beat them by 5 goals. So, surely we should be able to get a good result here. I think they got a 0-0 with Olympiacos, too, because I know they were -5 after the first game, so they must have got a 0-0 with Olympiacos. It is black and yellow versus yellow and black. The awesome, easy-to-see matchup. You can definitely tell which Bumblebee is not, which Bumblebee is which, and it's this Bumblebee, Julian Brandt, the Bumblebee playing for Dortmund, that scores the goal. And we go up 1-0 in basically the 7th minute. De Hood into Sancho. Sancho's been so good. Royce gets it stolen off him, but Bellingham back to Emre Can. Plays it through to Brandt. Brandt just running behind the back line, slotting it in at the near post. Yeah, Sancho, like I said before when I started this save, that I've used him a couple times and he's never done anything for me. He's consistently been bad, but using him as a trequartista, he's been very good. He's been one of the best players on the team. So I'm very happy with Sancho, especially needing him so much for this series. He's one of our homegrown players that I really want to bet on and keep in the team for as long as this series goes on. And yeah, he's backing it up. He's playing well. He looks like he's a great long-term option on the right wing, maybe even the left wing. And Akanji, not a long-term option for us, but for now, he's in the squad and he gets a goal. We go up 2-0. I was hoping for a good result. I didn't know if we'd be able to score, but Brandt steps up and then Akanji with a header just right off the inside of the post into the back of the net. We go up 2-0. They've had one shot so far. He actually made a save. Roman Berkey actually made a save. Wow. Sancho, he's been so threatening this game. He's already started this game off well. He's putting himself in good positions, and Dahoud is injured. That's not great. Let's see what kind of injury it is first. If it's like a bruise, I'm going to leave him out there. I think it's a bruise. Yeah, bruised ankle, so you're fine. I don't understand why they get yellow injuries or these plus mark injuries when they have a bruise. Like, surely that shouldn't be anything. You should be fine. It's a bruise. I get bruises all the time, but I get running indoors and stuff and get bruises. You don't see me crying, wanting to just lay down forever because I got a bruise. That's not a good pass, but Bellingham eventually gets it into Royce, into Sancho, back to Emre Can. Playing this defensive midfielder in this game. Bellingham to Sancho. What a ball that is to Royce, but what a miss that is. That looked like a very good, a golden opportunity, you might say, and Royce missed it. You got to think Haaland scores that, because that is a pretty easy chance, really. Again, Sancho being involved with a great pass, but Royce can't find the back of the net. Now we need to play some defense, especially now when there's an empty net. But there's a foul or something. There must be a foul or an offside, because it does say an offside, and Same was off. So the first man that the ball went to was offside. So the whole thing is disallowed. Yeah, that looked pretty threatening from the beginning. Let's see how far off he was. Oh, not much. By about half a foot. Nice ball across, too. I don't see him doing that very well, very much, where they just kind of pass the ball across the box instead of actually trying to shoot at an impossible angle. 50-50 possession, but we have just destroyed them on chances. They've had one shot. We actually made a save, but he doesn't have to make many. He just has to make a few, and he struggles to do it. I wouldn't be surprised if you told me their next shot went in the back of the net. I would not be surprised at all. Very pleased with their performance. Keep it going. Pretty much everyone's on a pretty good rating. Zagadou and Guerrero aren't really, but 6.7 and 6.9, that's fine. 6.6 for Dahoud. So now up to a 6.9. He went up very fast. Playing on that bruise, but I don't really want to play Reyna if I can avoid from it. I'll play him a couple minutes, but I will be playing a 4-2-3-1, I think, for the Bayern Munich match. It's what I played against Real Madrid, and it seemed to work pretty well with two defensive holding midfielders. So I'll be playing probably I don't know, I don't know if I'll use Witsel. Maybe I should have started Witsel this match, because I might want to use Emre Can for the next match. I'm actually going to take him off, because I think I do want to use Emre Can along with Thomas Delaney for the next match. Actually, no, Emre Can's banned. Yeah, he's banned for 5 matches or something in the Champions League. It's unreal. It wasn't even from something I did. It's from the start of the game, he's initially banned from the Champions League. I don't know why, but I think he's banned for the next match, so I can't use him. So it's going to be Delaney and Witsel. That's fine. It's a decent partnership there. Bellingham's tired, but he won't be playing in the next match. Who else is going to be playing? Guerrero, I'll take him off. Brian Calafiori. Zagadou will be playing in the next match. Actually, I might play Akanji just because he's played well. I think I am going to play Akanji. So I might take him off. Sancho's going to play. Royce is probably going to have to play a striker, so let's take him off. Caio Jorge can come in. Sancho can come off, and I guess Dorgan can come in. These guys can just survive. Just survive out there. You're fine. We're going to look to build up from the back. Zagadou, all the way over to Brandt. It's so hard to tell these teams apart. I know they have different colored shirts on, but it's just so much yellow and black. I can't figure it out. Ball to Bellingham, but he gets intercepted, but only as far as piss check. It's just going to be a heading match, back and forth. You got to head it. He loses, I think. Isn't that the rules of the game? He loses because he didn't head that back? That's my rules. Sancho on the ball now. Just if he runs all the way and scores a goal from this, I will knight him. Okay, that's not good. You are not getting knighted, Jaden. You are getting taken off the pitch. Not because you did anything bad, just because, well, that wasn't good. Take Zagadou off. No, Kanji. Take Kanji off now. I guess Hummels is the only... Oh, no, Papetti's on the bench. Take Bernard Papetti. Give all my youngsters a little bit of game time. We should be fine. Should be getting through this without a problem. They've still only had one shot on target. So, Berkey still has only had to make one save. At least he did it, but still not convincing. Von Baumus has made how many? 8 saves? Their keeper's made 8 saves. Mine has made 2. The only 2 shots on target he has saved. So, I mean, you got to give him a little bit of credit for that. But he's still not saved more than 4 shots in a single game. And I guess we've only had one game where they've had more than 4 shots on target, I think. So, he hasn't really had the chance, but he hasn't shown me he will do it when he has the chance to. So, I don't know. Do I give Dahoud some time? Because he might die out there. Piszczek's not going to play. Actually, do I play Piszczek next match? Because he's played well. I think I do. Let's bring in Paslak. Just give us the opportunity. Hopefully he'll be fit enough for the next match. I'll take Chan off just to be sure, because I'm pretty sure he can't play, but I'm not positive. And I'll take Dahoud off for Reyna. Bellingham will just have to... It's only 4 minutes. He can play. So it's a 2-0. A 2-0 win in the end. 19 shots, 10 on target. 2 XG, though, and 2 goals. So we scored as many goals as we probably should have, but you should probably have better than 1.98 XG from 10 shots on target. So that's all I'm going to say about that. They had 7 shots, only 2 on target. I'm very pleased with the result and your performance. We played well. Can't really complain. Obviously, we could have used some decisiveness from Erling Haaland, but got to deal with it like we have to deal with it. So, do you think Julian Brandt's early goal was important to determine the outcome of the match? I was keen for us to get off to a good start, and the goal is the perfect way to do that. Absolutely dominant performance, they say. Paris played us all perfectly. I like to hear that. Dahoud out 1 to 2 days. 3 million. Pekovic looking at a bunch of Swiss players that are all in Berkey and Akanji. So, now we got Bayern Munich. That's going to be fun. If you like to see us get smashed, well, join me in a second. We are back for the Bayern Munich match. This is the squad I'm going with. I'm playing the 4-2-3-1 with 2 DMs just to be a little bit more defensively solid. Piszczek is going to get the start because he's been playing well. 7.3 in his last 5. Kanji gets the start because he played well last game. Kumpels comes back in. Chan, I guess, is... Okay, this isn't a Champions League match, which is why he can play. Last game was a Champions League match. I didn't really think that through, did I? So Chan is not suspended, so he's playing along with Delaney. Sancho on the right. Reyna attacking midfield. Brandt on the left. Marco Reus up top. So, obviously, we are not nearly as strong as we could be with Haaland's injury, but we just have to see if we can win. Like we've got it home field advantage. I'm actually, because of that, I'm going to go balanced. So just because we're at home, I'm going to go balanced. See if we can try to dictate the game a little bit more, but mostly play on the counterattack. So let's get into it. Hopefully we don't get smashed again. I'm going to say I know a lot of you will be keen to avenge what happened when we last played Bayern Munich. Go out there and express yourselves. Yeah, remember when we got absolutely just humiliated? Don't do that again, preferably. I have faith. Do you have an opinion on Hansi Flick's preference for a patient possession game? They're very good at it, so we have to make sure we disrupt them whenever we can. You sound like you're worried about the strength of the opposition on Saturday. How do you get that from what I just said? I'm not at all. You're an idiot. Still no losses in our last, 6 games, but 4 draws in there. But they don't know that. They just know we have 3 draws. So they've lost 2 in a row. Wow. So they're not in great form. Sané on the left, Gnabry on the right. That's such a strong team. That team's ridiculous. We have a game in hand, so we could actually go top of the table if we win our game in hand on Cologne. Cologne must have drawn their last game, I believe. So if we win our game in hand, we go top of the table. Bayern Munich, obviously if they beat us, they'll go, tied on Cologne? Actually, they'll go ahead because of goal difference. So Bayern Munich as well will go top of the table if they get a win. If it's a draw, things are going to stay as they are. We stay in second place. Bayern Munich stays in 4th. I'm hoping we win this game. It would put us in a great position just going on in the season. If we could get a result here, which I'm not expecting, that could really jumpstart our season as Guerrero gets injured. That's not great. And Sané, not very, probably closer than it looked. And it looked kind of close. They're actually starting Davies instead of Alaba. Is Alaba injured? Alaba must be injured. I don't see him on the bench either. They're not starting Schula. They always sell Schula for some reason. I think he's like their best defender, but they always sell him. I usually buy him because I think he's really good. So far, a pretty boring first half. 3 shots on target, 3 shots, 1 on target for us, 2 shots, none on target for them. 55% possession. So we've actually held possession against Bayern Munich. So that's good. That's a good way. It's a good start to the game. I'll take it. Uh, I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. I'm very happy with that first half. We can do that in the second half, get a draw from this game. Like I said, I wanted to win, but if we can just get a draw, or if we could get a win, but shot gets saved. And usually my striker's in the back post, but since Royce is my corner taker, he is the striker as well, so he's not at the back post to be able to... He might have been able to put that in if he was sitting at the back post. At least would have had a chance. Would have had a one-on-one with the defender. Yeah, we don't need to see goal line technology. Why do they even have goal line technology in here? It's so stupid. You can't... from the angle they show, you can't even see anything. I don't know. Like, they used to have it like where it zoomed in and showed the line, but they don't do that anymore. They just show like the goal and a ball where you can't tell the depth of it, and I don't know. Goal line technology doesn't make any sense in this game. Gnabry putting it back to Sané. That's a great save by Berkey. The first time I've probably ever said that. That is a great save from Roman Berkey. It was directly at him, but he had to get his hands up there, so give him a little bit of credit. Oh, that's a foul. That's a cynical foul by Sané. That should be a yellow card. And it is. That has to be a yellow. 60th minute. So far, I think we both have one shot on target. Now, we have three now. So we've actually... Oh, no. Sané intercepts the ball and just absolutely burns. Is that Hummels? Yeah. Hummels didn't stand a chance there, but he hits the side netting. Piszczek did a good job shepherding him wide. We've had 3 shots on target. So we've had 2 shots on target this half. So we're technically doing better this half than we did last. So that's great, considering we did pretty well last half, not allowing a goal. And Sané, again, is absolutely torching us. I think I need to do something about that Sané, because he's kind of destroying us. I don't know what that is. I think I'm going to switch these guys and put Delaney on this side so he can deal with him a little bit better. Yeah. Do I put Piszczek on defend? Nah, I think support. I don't want to go too defensive with that fullback. I might put him on wingback defend. Let's do that. He gets still pretty defensive. I mean, I don't know if it's any more defensive than a fullback on support, but it looks like it's more defensive. So Brandt has had a terrible game, so he's going to come out. Thorgan has already come in. Miranda hasn't had a great game. Royce with another corner, looking for a Kanji, but it falls to Sancho. He's going to try to shoot it from a horizontal angle, and that's never going in. Why do they always try those shots? It doesn't make any sense. They never go in. And Guerrero's injured. He wasn't playing well anyway, so that's fine. Schultz can come in, but now we have some questions for their Champions League games because Schultz isn't registered for those, so we had to play probably Calafiori. Not ideal, but could be worse. I'm going to take Rain off as well. Bring on Bellingham. See if Bellingham can make a difference in this game. 7 minutes left. Chan is on a yellow and is tired, but he's been our best performer on the pitch, so I don't really want to take him off. Piszczek's tired. I guess I'll bring in Mounier. We've got 3 minutes left, so basically I'm just looking to hold on, take the draw, and live to fight another day. Kanji's on a yellow, hasn't had his greatest game. Bring in Zagadou. See this game out. Hopefully they don't score. Doesn't look like they will, and it's going to be a 0-0 draw. We need Haaland so bad, but defensively we've been solid. They did have 3 shots on target, so he made 3 saves. That is next level. Of course, they made 5 saves, so they got to show him up, but... Okay, Berkey, you get it this time. I'm happy with what I saw out there. There's some positives for sure. That's a good performance against Bayern Munich. They are ridiculous in this game, so... We don't go top of the table. We're absolutely shocking. What are you talking about? We outplayed Bayern Munich. Just couldn't find the back of the net. Bayern freaking Munich. Oh, that's not good. 4 to 7 weeks for Rafael Guerrero. That's not ideal. Let's see. When's he going to come back for? So it'd be like after the Champions League, probably. Probably not going to play another Champions League game. Maybe for the Real Madrid game. Maybe. It's closer to the 4 weeks. But he'll probably be out for the rest of the Champions League group stage. But he'll be back for the Champions League first knockout round, considering we get there, which we should. I didn't mention what our group was. It's Olympiacos, Real Madrid, and Young Boys. So, yeah, we should be getting through that group. Probably second, but we should be getting through that group. Got Young Boys game coming up, then Olympiacos. I'll probably come back for Real Madrid, the last game of the Champions League group stage, unless it doesn't matter for some reason, which I doubt it will. I doubt Real Madrid are going to lose to Young Boys and Olympiacos and make it so we don't need to play the last game. So I bet I'll be back for Real Madrid. I don't know who else I'm going to play, either Eintracht or Stuttgart. Eintracht are doing better, but I'm more interested in playing Stuttgart. We'll see. I'll see you then, though. If you've made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. Links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.